Okay, good evening, everyone. I'm happy to be able to share with you information about our new Digital Online Academy. We are very happy to be able to offer this, as we know that parents were very interested in having an option like this. What you see on the screen before you will be sent to all parents after the board meeting, and will also be posted on our website after the board meeting as well. So first off, I want to talk about the time frame. You can see at the top it says semester-long distance learning alternative. What we really mean by that is that it is a year-long program. However, parents will only have to commit by semester. So we are going to have this opportunity available for students all year. It's just that parents only have to commit to a semester at a time. And right now we're only asking parents to commit for one semester. Let's see here. Even if the school district were to move, and I think Erin already said this, move to online 2.0, we would still ask that the parents hold to their commitment and stay with the Digital Academy. So the academic benefits for students are for students who may have increased health risks, or parents who feel uncomfortable about sending their kids to school. This is a good option for them. And because these students are still considered Medina City School students, they will be free of this program will be free of charge to them. I'm going to talk more about the learning platforms when I go through the individual grade bands. But as Erin said, our elementary program will be taught through our Medina City School teachers, and our secondary program will be taught with help from our teachers, but also through Apex. If parents opt to enroll their child in the Medina Digital Online Academy, all students participating will get a district-issued Chromebook. And all special education students will also receive all specialized instruction per their IEP. As Erin said, you'll notice that there are a couple of updates. We've been working on this document, so there are a couple updates. Extracurricular activities that are normally provided to our students will be provided to our Medina Digital Online Academy students as well. Co-curriculars will not. Time expectation. Students will be required to attend virtual classroom meetings for elementary and complete all their assignments in elementary and secondary, and I'm going to go through that in more depth as we go along. Assessments, students will be assessed online. There might be some opportunities for elementary students to work one-on-one with a teacher through Google Meets or through Google Forms or Edulastic, so those are the kind of platforms that we're looking at. For support, of course, teachers will be available to our students to answer questions at the elementary, middle, and high school levels. But we are also going to have academic counselors who are going to help work with students at the secondary level to register for classes. So students won't be on their own deciding which classes to register for. They'll have the support of their counselors. Okay, the next page is elementary. So really that should say pre-K-5 students are going to learn from their Medina City Schools teachers through Google Classroom, and we'll be using Medina City Schools curriculum. Special education students, as I said before, they will receive their special education services. We are going to have our K-5 students will be required, and I'm going to go through a schedule in a minute, but they will be required to attend virtual classroom meetings throughout the day. So there will be a schedule where students will have to log in. They'll have their entire classroom present with their teacher teaching. And there are also going to be recorded lessons that they will have to watch as well. So it's going to be a mix of what we're calling synchronous, meaning everybody together, and asynchronous, meaning they can do things on their own. I already talked a little bit about assessments where teachers may be working with students one-on-one, or they may be using an online platform such as Edulastic or Google Forms. Grading, we're going to keep grading consistent with how we do it in our face-to-face programs. So all K3 students will receive a 1, 2, or 3, indicating below benchmark, at benchmark, or exceeding benchmark. And students in grades 4 and 5 will receive letter grades for their core subjects, and then 1, 2, or 3s for their report card standards. The next page shows a sample elementary schedule, and you're going to see it's pretty structured. This is, I want to stress that this is only a sample of what a schedule will look like. However, it will be something like this. So the times may differ, but the thoughts and activities will be the same. All classrooms are going to start off at the elementary level with a morning virtual meeting where the teachers will get everybody together, talk about what their day will be like, answer any questions that they have, and maybe just do a classroom opener. 9:15 to 10:45 would be ELA. Teachers will do some of that together as a whole class. Some of it may be recorded lessons. There may be times when students have to come in small groups. But all of that will be communicated to families well ahead of time so families know when their students are expected to log in. Next would be science or social studies, so that will also be a mix of recorded lessons and virtual meetings and assignments. There will be lunchtime scheduled in there. In the afternoon, students will again have to log in for virtual meetings, and there may be some recorded lessons as well. In our Medina Online Digital Academy, we will not be offering art, music, and PE as courses for the elementary level. But students will be able to take advantage of optional activities. So we will have optional activities listed for them. Okay, next is our middle school. Our middle school and high school program look very similar, except of course for the courses that we'll be offering. So we have decided after research into the various programs that are available, we decided that what best met our needs was Apex. What we liked about it was it was the most engaging, it was the most interactive, and it offered the most opportunities for our students. And it's something that our secondary students are familiar with because we have used Apex in the past. So this coursework is self-paced and computer assessed. Our Medina City Schools teaching staff will monitor student progress and troubleshoot difficulties that they may encounter. And they will be able to help with content-specific coursework questions. So they will set up office hours where students will be able to log in and ask them questions and get help on things that they're struggling with. These may be after school as some teachers, or as these teachers will be working throughout the day. School counselors, again, I want to reiterate, they will be available to register students for their classes. So if you are unsure what your student should sign up for, your school counselor will be able to help you. So this program is scaffolded for special education and has support embedded within the courses. Language translation is available for ELL students, and we also were able to purchase tutorials. So the tutorials are built in to close gaps, so we're excited that we're able to offer that to students. They will also receive all their appropriate related service providers as designated by their IEP. Students will be required, of course, to complete their assignments in order to progress through the curriculum, as all assessments are going to be assessed through the APEX platform. And district and statewide testing will continue to be required for students. So if the state is still determining that, but if we do have statewide testing this year, all of our online students, including elementary, would be required to take that. Again, we're going to keep grading the same as it is for our regular school. So grades are going to reflect mastery of content and will be consistent with in-person grading, so students are going to receive letter grades based on their progress through the curriculum. So these are the middle school courses that we are able to offer. And I know this was one of the most frequently asked questions that I received through email was, will PLUS classes be offered? And we're happy to say that, yes, we will be able to offer PLUS classes at the middle school. So in English, 6, 7, and 8, we'll be able to offer English. In math, you can see that we'll be able to offer math for students on our regular track, students in 1-year and 2-year accelerated. The same with science. Another thing we really liked about APEX was that we were able to modify the curriculum so that it would more match our program. So that is good news for students who do enroll in the Online Digital Academy, because when they transition back to Medina City Schools, they will have covered the same standards. We are also able to modify electives for students. So 8th graders will still be able to take French and Spanish, and we will have art, music, PE, and health available for them as well in electives. High school is all the same as middle school. Again, we will offer Medina City Schools teaching staff will be there to help with questions. They will get their special education services. They will have assessments through the Apex platform, and their grades will be letter grades consistent with our district adopted grading scale. And then these are the high school courses that we will be offering. We've noted where honors will be offered. So students can sign up for English 9 or Honors English 9, English 10 or Honors English 10. We also offered various AP courses, which was another frequently asked question that I got. Will we offer AP? And yes, we are. As you go through these courses, you're going to see that our courses are not the same as the high school. So there will be AP courses offered through our Online Digital Academy, but there aren't as many as we're going to offer at the high school. So we were kind of limited by what Apex offered, and through our. So I want to make sure that you understand that there are more courses offered at the high school than we were able to offer through Apex, but there's still a pretty good amount. Students that sign up for AP courses will still need to cover the cost of the AP test through student fees. So that is basically our Medina Online Digital Academy. Are there any questions? Oh, I did want to say that this is our only Online Digital Academy option, that parents who decide that they would rather go with a different online curriculum would have to do that through a charter school or through homeschooling options. That would not be a Medina City Schools
and related
curriculum.
to that, one thing I did want to mention, I know this is a common decision that parents are trying to make in determining what's best for their child, and I would never tell a parent what's best for their child. You know better than we do, but I do want you to know that the Online Digital Academy that we're offering, I think you'll find is very similar to what the charter schools or the digital online schools are offering. Only you're no longer a Medina City School student with all the supports and stuff that we offer as well.
So again, people who have already sent in their interest form, they are going to receive a commitment email closer to August 5th. And then once they have verified that they are committed, then we're going to ask that those people stay with the online option. Any questions?
Yeah. Just to, again, reiterate, so there are basically the three. There's the Ohio Digital Academy and or whatever online charter there is. They're not considered Medina City School students anymore, correct? So that's no sports participation?
That's correct. If you go to a charter school or an online,
okay.
You are making the decision to completely leave exit Medina City Schools. And
then the Medina Online Academy is going to be running at the same time that the in the buildings students are. It runs tandem, correct?
That's right.
Okay,
it will be on the same calendar as the Medina City Schools.
Gotcha. So same coursework, same curriculum.
No. The coursework will probably look different.
Different, okay.
Yeah, because it's not our coursework. At the elementary level, it might look closer because we're using our teachers in our curriculum, but Apex is a different curriculum.
Okay.
We are trying to match standards the best we can, but even that's not going to be a clean 100% match.
Gotcha. And then just to clarify, at the elementary level, if a parent still wants their child to go to the building, the elementary building, they're still going to be in building teaching, correct? Because you said that the majority of the interest was at the elementary level.
Yes, I'm sorry. There is still a 5 days a week
Gotcha.
in-school option for
Okay.
students to attend, just like at all the other grade levels.
Okay, it just, for a little bit there, that it sounded, I just wanted to clarify that because it could have been murky.
Yep. What makes it easier at the elementary is because our elementary teachers teach multiple content
Right.
areas.
Mhm.
It's easier to reassign them and set up an online school, where at the middle school and high school, most of our teachers are specialized, so we would need many more teachers to be able to do the same thing.
Right.
So
And-
at semester, right, you're saying then they could go back to their home school. Was that your question?
And that was, again, that
Yeah.
was a next question then. So if they signed up on the Medina Online Academy for the first semester, we've reached the second semester in January, I think, is when the second
middle of
semester.
January.
If they chose to come back to the buildings, they could.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we are leaving that option open to parents for a semester change.
Now, if they went to a charter school for that first semester, can they re-enroll the second semester if they chose?
They would be considered a transfer student.
Gotcha. Okay. And last, because, and I think it was just a slip, you had mentioned an October 5th date. Did you mean August 5th when you were previously
Oh, yeah, I
speaking?
did mean August 5th. Thank you.
Just want to make sure that we all have August 5th as that deadline, because I know that that was probably the biggest concern from parents after our last meeting was the short time frame they had to decide. So I just wanted to make
Yeah.
sure.
And we did that for staffing reasons.
Pardon me?
We did that for staffing reasons to make sure that we had staff available.
Right, right. Okay. Thank you so much for that. Is incredibly helpful. Will that be posted on the district website then?
Yes.
After the meeting?
Yes,
Okay.
Amy will have this on our district website. She made its very own page, so it's going to have its very own page.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to email this out to all of our parents no later than tomorrow morning.
Okay, great. And which then jogged my memory about summer work. Will the Medina Online Academy, if they do the honors, will there be summer work involved?
No, there won't be.
Okay.
So,
And then regarding summer work for those students who are coming back to the brick and mortar, yeah, it's my understanding now Blackboard is done. So to find those assignments, they need to go to medinabees.org.
that's right. It's
Mr.
on the
Cole?
high school website under summer work. Ryan put it all there for us. So thank you,
Sure.
Ryan.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tina.